Today we're gonna do a quick 10-minute total ab workout that's gonna get you closer to those six-pack that you've been wanting for quite some time. This workout is going to have 10 exercises, 30 seconds each with no rest in between. We're gonna do 2 sets and the only rest that we're gonna have is between the sets and it's going to be 20 seconds long. Make sure you're paying attention to your nutrition as well because it's going to play a huge role in getting the results that you want. Alright guys, you won't need any equipment for this workout except yourself, a fitness mat maybe, and of course your favorite working out clothes. So yeah, let's get started.
Alrighty, right guys, I'm so excited for this one. It's probably the most challenging bodyweight workout that I've done on my channel so far, and I actually struggle with this one a lot. This workout is proof that you don't need fancy equipment to have a really effective workout, so watch out because it's going to be intense, but I believe you can do this, so let's get to it. As you can see, we started with the reverse crunch exercise, amazing for our lower abs as long as you avoid using momentum to lift your hips. Really focus on actually using your lower ab muscles to lift up. Now move straight into seated ab circles. I suggest you put your hands under your glutes to avoid arching your lower back. But of course, if you already have stone abs, then you can opt for keeping your hands on the side. Up to you. Do large circles one way, and then 3, 2, 1, we switch direction. Keep going. I know you can do this. Now let's do some seated in and out. I think the key here is to use your arms as less as possible to lift up your chest to your knees. Don't go too fast here, keep it slow and controlled. I want you to feel your ab muscle working and focus on keeping your abs engaged. Next up, we got seated bicycle crunch. It's performed basically the same as the normal bicycle crunch, except you're standing up and seated. So I wanted to talk a bit about what it means to keep your abs engaged. I noticed that some people struggle with understanding what it actually means to engage your core. I can actually make a video on that if you want, just let me know in the comments below. A common misconception is that in order to engage your core, you have to suck in your stomach and hold your breath, but this is definitely not the way to go. Basically, what I want you to do is to tighten your core like someone is about to punch you in the abs. You should still be able to breathe as normal. You're doing great, now keep your legs raised. It's fine if they're a little bent, I'm still working on my flexibility, so don't worry, we'll both get there eventually. Try to reach your toes with your fingers. It's very important to not stress the back of your neck by using it to lift up. Instead, use your shoulders and upper back and you should be fine and pain-free. Keep going, you should feel it in your upper abs. Turn around and sit in a forearm plank. You can keep your hands interlocked like I do or not. We'll combine hip dips with spider plank. Do a hip dip to one side and then reach with your knee towards your elbow. Let's go. Lie flat on your mat with your legs and arms extended. We'll focus on doing a roll-up hollow body crunch. It's a really good but difficult exercise for toning your abs, but you got this. If this is too difficult for you, then you can skip the roll-up. Just keep your chest slightly lifted and bring your knees to your chest and hug them with your arms. Extend again and just continue like that. Either way, you're still going to feel it. Just listen to your body and try not to force yourself too much. Just 3 more exercises before our 20-second rest, and I was so waiting for that by this time. I think the boat hold is my ab killer exercise. It's always so hard for me to do, so you'll see that I add a variation in which I sometimes bring the knees in and out. Just do it your way and whatever feels best for you. What's important here is not to forget to breathe. Phew, that was intense guys. Did you feel it? I for sure did. Get into a high plank and let's do caterpillar reach outs. This sometimes can be tricky to do if you have sweaty hands, so go as far as you can without slipping and falling on your face. We surely don't want that. Keep your abs tight and in place. Try not to swing from side to side. For more stability, keep your legs shoulder width apart. And one more exercise and we have our first rest. So excited! Lower down on your forearms and remain in a plank position. Let's do some plank rocks. Bring your legs together and shift back and forth slowly and controlled. Abs tight, elbows underneath your shoulders, and a great thing you should do when in a plank position is to squeeze your glutes and to slightly tuck in your tailbone. This is a really good full body exercise actually because it will stabilize your core, work on your shoulders, glutes and hamstrings, so it can't get better than this. And we finally got to our 20-second rest. I know, it's not too much, but it will make a difference. Of course, if you need a bit more, then just pause this video and get back when you're ready. Go drink some water if you need, and I'll see you in a few seconds. Now, hopefully you're ready for round 2. This time around, you can go all the way in, or if you really feel like you're reaching the end of your strength and will, just don't give up yet and try doing these exercises slower. We got all the time in the world, now we're focusing on working on our ab muscles and doing the reverse crunches correctly. Moving on to seated ab circles. Just keep going, and even if you can't do it anymore, just bend your knees slightly to make it easier and don't stop. Let's do seated in and outs. I know this is getting harder and harder, but I want you to keep going. Inhale as you bring your knees to your chest and exhale as you lower down and extend your arms and legs. Remain up and place your hands behind your head. Bend one knee, twist towards it and touch it with your elbow. I was so tired by this point, guys, but I was determined to keep going. So one thing that happens when we get tired is to forget to focus on having proper form. That's why it's important to try to remember, and when we notice that things are off, stop, reposition yourself, and then continue the exercise. And of course, continue with the toe reach. Again, you can keep your legs a little bent if that feels right for you. Keep going. This next exercise was feeling a little bit like a rest, so it was very welcomed. If I got this far, then so can you. Not much left, guys. Lie back on the mat and move straight into hollow body crunch. Really feel your muscle working. Don't just use momentum. I know it's easy to do that, especially at this point in the workout, but we're working out smart, not just with our body, but with our minds as well. So for this exercise, I did the boat hold variation, so you can do that as well if you need to. 2 more exercises left. Can you believe that? I actually can because you're awesome. Let's do the caterpillar reach out. Again, if you have sweaty hands, then don't risk it too much, so go as far as it's safe. And our last exercise, the plank rock. Breathe in deeply and think about your amazing hard rock abs. Not everyone commits to such training, but you're here, and even if you struggled to get this far, you did. And it's part of your journey, and that's truly something to be proud of. I, for sure, am proud of you. And that was it, guys! Feel free to come back to this workout 2 or 3 times a week, and I encourage you to share your progress and thoughts in the comments. I always love to read them because it makes me motivated to keep creating these workouts for you. If you enjoy seeing my sweaty face, then hit the thumbs up button and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.